Anyi Amaka, did I speak it well,
Oh,
Clara?
yeah, no. Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, women are not being appreciated. In some places, they are being killed almost on daily basis, and they've turned into punching bags for some other people. It's quite unfortunate what's going on in the world today, not just in Nigeria. Almost every day I wake up to the gory stories of women being killed and brutalized. What a world. What is going on? Last week, I told Clara something and I was like, oh, thank God. For the very first time in a while, we've not heard of any sad story. Okay, that was last week, right? But between last week, Friday, till today, till date, as I speak to you, more than 5-6 gory stories. Horrible story. Ah, you've spoken English today.
Hey. Did you say horrible?
Oh my God. Whatever will make Clara go to the extent of speaking pure grammar, just know that it has got into the neck. Okay, and it's on that note we say good morning to you. Welcome to today's edition of She Matters right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. I remain your one and only Mary Omeniwo. They call me the Slim Diva, your most adorable.
The woman against you na bola chinetele. Asim washta maro no ma hambo wada Clara Mokocha messing the Echo FM. Asim yaga zero.
No, you're no longer Palma. What happened to Palma?
Well, I don't know, winning team.
Winning team.
Messi.
And then what happens if the team does not get to see the finals? I mean, Messi's team. Then you change your name again. but by the way, you look amazing. You look like a surgeon this morning. Go to Facebook and see the dark shades. She's actually putting on dark shades this morning. I don't know your plan. What's your plan? Tell me.
Oh,
you're cold also on your eye. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Yes, we will still have to laugh, despite the fact that what we want to talk about today is something that will move you to tears. I understand we are live on Facebook at Echo FM 100.7 and also on YouTube. So if you are not following us on YouTube, go like, share, and drop your comments on YouTube, Echo FM. Very soon we'll start to what they call it now, appreciate people who follow us on YouTube as well. So it's not just Facebook. Okay, so before we go ahead to drop the stories for today, I'd like us to talk about one or two things that are trending. And these are heartbreaking, heart-wrenching stories that I know that majority of you must have come across on social media. But it's good we talk about these things so that, I mean, what kind of heart the humans have? That's the question this morning. Now, I stumbled on a story about a 90-year-old widow who's currently fighting for her life as we speak. Now, yes, 90. It says that this happened in Isialangwa South local government area of Abia State. Is it Umuhie village? I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but that's where this particular incident happened. And the story, in summary, is that this woman lost her husband a long time ago, and before the death of her husband, she wasn't able to bear children, right? And then after her husband died, she started staying alone, for almost over 10-15 years she has been alone. And then right now as we speak, she's very old, she's frail, vulnerable, nobody to care for her. And then she was placed under the care of her brother's wife. Go right now and see what was done to this woman. The story is everywhere on social media. Now, they took advantage of this old woman. They would always beat her up, inflict injuries on her. This thing happened live. It's not Nollywood movies. I'm not talking about a movie. It didn't happen in the movies. She was beaten, subjected to a lot of hardship, and thrown out from the house, her own husband's house. Now, she went to an uncompleted building to seek refuge, right? And that was where a philanthropist in that community saw her. Now, he saw this woman, decided to go back to her family compound and build her a bungalow. He built her a bungalow, gave her enough money, furnished the bungalow, kept the woman back there, and guess what? Those same family members were not happy about it. They took advantage of her, started living in the house. when she complains, they'll beat her up, inflict injuries on her. The last one that broke the camel's back was, I think they requested for something and she refused to give to them. They brought her out. They were all beating her. Until, she started screaming for help, and then neighbors came around, and that was how she was rescued. 90-year-old woman. I'm not talking about a 50-year-old woman. 90.
Udu wickedness. Udu obi tammiri ndi mmadu nwiga. Udu obi tammiri ndi mmadu nwiga.
It's quite sad. And then we have another trending story, right, of a 200-level student. Though this did not happen in Nigeria, but I feel it is wise we also caution a lot of ladies. It happened in, I think, South Africa, the University of Cape Coast. That's where this happened. Now, it says that this 200-level student was found dead at a beach after she allegedly visited her wealthy boyfriend. She was in the company of her friends that unfaithful day when she received a phone call asking her to come around, and then she told her friends, the only thing the friends can, could actually remember is that she told them she was going to visit a new boyfriend, a very wealthy boyfriend. That was the only thing they could remember, and then she left that Friday. They tried reaching her throughout that night. Her number didn't connect. On Saturday, they tried reaching her. Her number didn't connect. On Sunday, when they now knew that, oh, no, this has gotten out of hand, they had to report to the police. And then they started searching everywhere, looking for this young lady, only to find her corpse at a beach with her face laid down and blood gushing out from the nostrils. Found dead in her underwear. Totally, completely, almost nude in her underwear. That's how the life of that young lady was cut short. Another one. And then this one, I know that majority of you must have come across the story between yesterday and day before yesterday. In fact, I do not know the kind of heart that some women have. I say it all the time that witchcraft has nothing to do with people flying up and down. No! Some humans are lions in sheep clothing. Now, you must have heard the story of a woman in Anambra State, actually, who brutalized a 10-year-old boy. Please, narrate that story.
Otu nwaanyị owu na steeti Anambra mụrụ ụmụ abụọ oku ofu eku sepụ otu esepụ. Ị na-aghọta? Akụkọ anyị nụrụ na enwere nwa dị afọ 10 nwoke akpọnyere ya nye na di ya. Di onye a na-ekwu di ya dị ndụ. Akpọnye ya ka ya na ha abụọ nọrọ. Lenu nga nwa afọ 10 na-aga ọkpanwa. Nwa erube na ego ọkpanwa. Mana asị nne na nna ya kpere ya onye a. Yini abụọ anọrọ. Ka na-agwago erula nga ha bi n'ebe ụlọ ha bi. Otu onye agbata obi ha bịara nụwazi mkpu nwa n'otu ụlọ ebe ndị a bi. Ịghọtala? Ya na-anụ mkpu akwa nwa ahụ. Ọ nụgide ya nụgide ọ na-ekwe ya. Ya sị mba, ya chọrọ ịpụ, mechaa laghachita hụ azụ. Si mba, mkpu nwa na-ebela enye ụtụ si ebega. Ya na-emetụ ya n'obi. Ya sizie ya akwa ụzọ ahụ kwa akwụgide aka na-ekwe ya gbakazi ụzọ. Nekwede nga nwata anọ ahụ nwata gwụla. Eseri ya African map.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How did she inflict injuries on that child? You've not even told us.
Leno, abịa ya na agbaka ụzọ jidekwe nwatakịrị mmadụ. Ọ gba ahụhụ. Ndị mmadụ ebi aja kpọpụta nwa. Asị ka ihe mere enu ahụ nwa ji dị okpọrị. Ajụwazie ke nwaanyị, apụpụta ke nwaanyị, jụwazie ya. Yes, ya na otu siri mee ya bụ nwata ihe ahụ. Ọ na-eji iron, ya bịa were nylon. Ke ya nha ya n'ọkụ.
Oh my God. Oh my God. On a human being's body. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 10-year-old boy. Oh mine. But you know the sweetest part. Clara has not said it.
Akandu woje akpara abia no nebo nwanyi mmadu.
Good.
Ndeke ekuyeba ndeke akashimba o amako ya kugbo ya ewuri otu kpa iga ndị uwe ojii n'aka. Onye na-ahụ maka ugururu onye ụmụ nwaanyị na steeti Anambra. Ashika omegekwe na Anambra. Ọnọkwa ya ka na-eme. Piam yo wegara ya bụ here case. Ka na-ekwu. Nwaanyị anọ n'aka ndị uwe ojii ka ọ dị ugbu a.
Very good.
Ya bịa na ya nwa ya tige ya handcuff. bịa nara ya nwe ya na-ebe na mba na enyeta ya ụmụ ya na ya chọrọ ehi a otu nwaanyị ọwa zaa ya hụ oto tatatam buru ya anya dọrọ ya anya chi o nwa nke gị rege mkpa mana nwa onye ọzọ ka ị mere ihe a
you see and that's what I tell people.
Na-asị biko na-agbaghara ya o msi o mana mmakụ ka nwaanyị a ihe mgbe ihe a mere ọhụrụ akụga wee okwu nwe ya na kasị nke ọzọ inweta ụmụ ya ụmụaka wụ mmemme
beautiful handsome children
ya na-arịọ na-arịọ kpọtụ mgbe ha kụga ihe ya na-agbakashi ọnụ ma ya ma di ya o ya na-agbakashi ọnụ.
It's quite unfortunate what's going on, but you know my happiness. I'm so happy that the Ministry of Women Affairs that we have, the women in charge of those ministries are now waking up. Yes, I want it to be replicated here in Imo. What if those people did not go, straight up to that house and arrest that woman? She would have continued with that assault on that child, a 10-year-old boy. So I feel that they've done what they're supposed to do. And as we speak right now, her own children are in the custody of the Ministry of Women Affairs. She would have to stay without those children for a long time and feel the pain. Imagine, go to Facebook. Oh my God, this is a human being.
Oh
Lord, this is terrible. This is even, I can't even look at this.
For days.
Oh my God. Oh, it's just like when you put a chicken in a hot water.
Okay.
When you put chicken in hot water, that's how this boy's body looks like right now. From what I can see, we have pictures on Facebook. You can go check it out for yourself, but it's quite unfortunate. That's not the topic for today. Oh. We just decided to bring up this gory and knowing story so you will know what is going on. Now, that happened in Anambra. And we are shifting gears to Anambra. It seems more like something, I don't know. Anambra this week. What's going on? Okay. Now, if you just tune in, it's still She Matters. And don't forget that She Matters is a program for the female gender. Today, we want to talk about something that is really disturbing. I know that sometime 2 months ago, we talked about something similar, but it has happened again. And it's quite similar. The two stories we have for you this morning are quite... was found dead in an off-campus apartment in Uruezani, Alo, in Anambra State. Though this happened a few days ago, right? But as we speak right now, the landlord of that lady has been arrested. Wow. And the reports we are getting is that he repeatedly made advances at this young lady, a nursing student, 23 years old. Yeah, see, leave me alone. I'm not interested.
Mpo na Anambra.
It happened in Mpo. And this nursing student allegedly was killed and buried in a shallow grave by her boyfriend. Why? The story we are getting is that she was pregnant, and then by force to date you.
Or
does it mean that a woman shouldn't have her choice? Does it mean that a woman shouldn't have her standard?
Otu kem zela hụrụ n'isi Igbo na n'abalị ụnyaahụ kwa na Instagram. Ka otu ka di olotu na-ekwe n'ihu otu esu ya ahụ mgba.
Oh my God.
Ịhụkwanụ nga nwoke giant nwoke ha. Wori esu the woman otu n'ihu ya atageti ihu ya na ọ ga-make sure na o lere ihu otu lion.
To what end? So maybe other men will not check her. Can you imagine? Imagine what is going on. And then when we talk, you say, oh, you're always talking about why will we not talk? When these things keep happening. And it seems more like every Friday we come here, we say the same things every time, every day. The same topics, and week in, week out, we keep recording deaths of people. Women in particular. Why? Why is this so? It's really heartbreaking. Well, let's open up the phone lines this morning. I know people will be interested in joining the conversation.
Okay.
I want to hear from you this morning. In line with that, we'll be talking about safety. Safety, rights, and choices. Safety, rights, and choices of the women, especially the female students. Does it mean that when a woman is growing up, she shouldn't have choice at all? She shouldn't even, yes, she should jump on anything that comes her way. I don't understand. And then as a man listening to us right now, you make advances at a woman the first time, second time, third time, and she refuses. What do you do? Do you keep pressing? Do you keep pressurizing her? Is it by force? What is it by force in Igbo?
By force.
You did not see that.
By force.
Does it mean that there's no force in Igbo? And later you say I don't know how to speak Igbo. Does it mean that force?
By force.
All right, let's open up the phone lines.
Igbo again TV Kowura Karekwenti Ajipobata 0911 20022 0911 20022 Mabukano 0707 454 1014 0707 454 1014.
Okay, alternatively, you can send us a WhatsApp message on 0707 491 3438. The phone lines are beeping.
Ibolachi.
Wada Clara.
Ndewo.
Okay, and the other ladies in the studio, I greet you.
Yeah, my name is Mary. You are welcome.
Okay, Mary. It's Slim Diva, right?
Yes, please.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I would like to meet that Slim Diva.
I'd like to meet you too. You're welcome. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Ifeanyi Nazi, calling from Oboshi Market this morning.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, I have a question to ask about the first incident that happened in Alo, London. Yes, if you go to Alo, it's like a London.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The governor of former Anambra State, the former governor of Anambra State, former law, Dr. Chris Indige, the former was it Labour and Productivity Chairman and Minister.
Oh, Ngige is former law.
When he was the governor, he made that place in London.
Wonderful.
Because that is underground.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. That's good to
Yes,
know.
I'm from Anambra State, so I know the place very well.
Okay, so
The
go
question
ahead.
I want to ask is this. Was she owing or paying her friends?
Okay.
Was she eating and not responding?
Okay.
Why did not she report to the security agency after the heated argument before her dismiss, her death?
Okay. Okay,
Then another
Ifeanyi.
question is, yes,
Go ahead,
why
quickly.
did she pack out from that house when she noticed that the landlord has been taking such advantage on her? And the final question is, why did she continue to protect the landlord since she knew that this landlord has been on her neck? Because
Okay.
I know that if such a thing is happening to a sister of mine, if she confides in me, I'll confront the landlord. So why wouldn't you tell anybody that we even tell the landlord to stop what he's doing? Because I'm sure that something was going on.
Okay.
Before you know what I mean.
I know what I mean. I have
Okay,
just one
okay,
question.
Don't tell us and that. You know what I mean?
I have one question for you, Ifeanyi. Just one.
Okay.
Just one. You have asked me about 6 or 7 questions, right?
Okay.
And I want to ask you, all these things you listed, let's assume she was owing rent, right?
Okay.
She didn't pay.
Okay.
Let's assume that the man was also, because he was making advances, he says, oh yeah, come and stay in my house free of charge. And let's assume that he was always gifting her and she was taking those gifts, but kept on telling him, I cannot date you. Let's assume, right? We don't know if all of these things happen. But one question for you. Is that enough justification to take a human life?
Okay.
It is not.
Simple. And that has answered it.
Okay.
So, but more
Let me also
investigations
tell you
are
something.
ongoing. Yes, I can hear you.
Let me also tell you something. When Peter said, I will not deny you, never will I deny you, what did Jesus tell him? Before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. I won't enter Peter to do that. That's a human being for you. Do you understand?
I
So
get
when
you.
that man was doing that thing, he doesn't know what he was doing until he killed the girl.
Okay, now, I want you to give me just one solution, especially for ladies who are passing through this right now,
Okay,
that have got men who are making advances at them repeatedly and they've said they do not want, but the man keeps coming back. What should they do? Quickly.
Yes, don't make an unnecessary demand from a man you don't like. Because man, if you're eating the man's money and he's saying you, baby, please now, and you keep saying no, and you keep eating the money, one day devil will enter that man to do the same thing.
Thank you
so if
very
you know
much.
that you are not interested, don't be interested in anything about the person.
Okay.
And if anything wants to come up, you first of all make your entry. Make another ear hear you. Please don't look at this, my landlord. Every time he's disturbing me.
Okay.
I don't know what I've done to him.
Okay.
People will come to landlord and say, why are you disturbing our sister or our friend? Please leave her alone. She's not collecting anything from you.
It's okay.
She's not even demanding from you. So why are you disturbing her? You know that man will know that people have known that such a thing is existing. And the man will back off. But when you keep eating the man's money and keep saying no, one day devil will come in.
Ifeanyi, I know why I'm happy on this. Did you hear the one that happened at Obowo? Did you hear of that nursing student that was killed at Obowo? No, calm down. Calm down,
It's the
okay?
same thing.
Now, that lady was not living in her landlord's house, right?
Okay.
She was, she was not living in the young man who was caught. She was not living in his
womanizer.
apartment, right?
Okay. Yes.
It's just that the young man who was caught had a shop close to her apartment, but would always make advances and she would always say no. And then she was on her own, gently.
Okay.
These people raided her home and killed her.
Remember that her story was not told. Like, she didn't tell her side of the story, that she was collecting from the shop of the man. Just maybe.
Ifeanyi.
Now, wow. Now, wow.
If you know that you don't want this man, don't collect.
It's
So that
okay.
if he's
It's
making
okay.
advances, you'll be free from whatever that will come.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Ifeanyi. Thank you so much. Yes, you are entitled to your opinion. No worries at all. Go ahead and say whatever you want. It's how you feel. I understand. But I want to shock you.
wow.
I am a woman.
Now,
Even
wow.
before I got married, I know the advances that came and I know the pressure. Most of the time, young ladies will say no. But you see some men, if they don't get that thing that they want, they will not give up. I am telling you out of experience. So what do you do? In most cases, these ladies do not even collect gifts.
Oh, thank you.
They won't collect gifts.
They don't even collect.
They don't collect.
At the end of the day.
Let me shock you. Go around. Do you know women of this generation are so independent?
You
see that gift you want to give them, they can buy it times 5. Ifeanyi, do your research.
No, wow.
Let's take more calls, please. Okay.
Hello, Ibolachi.
Ibolachi.
Ama.
I'm Clara Nwokocha.
Ibolachi Nwokedem Sam.
Yeah. The Slim Diva, good morning.
Good morning to you, Ama. You are welcome.
Yes, you said this is Ama that calls from Uche Street in Owerri.
Welcome.
Yes, Ifeanyi has a point, but nothing can justify taking a person's life just like that.
Okay.
Nothing at all. So, and he has a point that you people should advise your agenda, members of your agenda. If you don't want the heat, don't go near the fire.
Okay.
That is the truth.
All right.
You see, it's like female nurses are becoming endangered species.
Yeah.
Or females in general. So, NAPTIP must do something about it. Ministry of Women Affairs must do something about it.
Okay.
So, I should have said something before I comment, but let me say it now. The force we are talking about in Igbo is called Mmanye.
Oh, Mmanye. Did you hear me?
Mmanye.
Okay, Mmanye.
I think I'm correct.
Yeah, he did. Iji
Thank you.
Mmanye, what is called Mmanye, Emanye Matu.
It's okay. Yeah, I have learned
that is, you're forcing
something.
somebody to do what he or she doesn't want to do.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
Amma from Uche Street, thank you.
Amma, I appreciate you. Yes, he's done. You wanted to say something? Okay, Mav King, I will manye you now. I will manye you to play me a song. Not manye you to go home. No. You'll be manied. You'll be manied to play a song. All right, let's go back.
Hello.
Ibolachi.
Yeah, Ebola.
Ganiru.
Ka m tinye ọnụ n'okwu unu na-ekwu.
Aha gị, please.
Ihe unu na-ekwu.
Aha gị na-ebi si na-akpọ ya.
Aha m bụ John. Esi m ike na-egbu. Ekpema Crescent.
Go ahead.
Actually, if I would advise, you see, like the two last callers did mention, I want to say that our women, more especially the students, are so vulnerable to these problems. And to be honest with you, irrespective of the fact that men can press their ways, but there are things that I want to mention here.
Go ahead,
The
please.
Bible says, if you teach a child the way to go, when she grew up, she will never depart from it. I remember, if you will follow our children towards the way of God, I tell you that many of them will not fall into this problem.
Really?
I will give you an instance. When I was growing up as a young man, there was a lady, very pretty and quiet. I went to approach her. Immediately, I said, I continue saying all my nonsense and rubbish. Do you know what that lady told me? She said, I need Christ. That humbled my spirit.
Wonderful.
I had no guts to continue my foolishness. So what I'm trying to say in this instance, if these children, if our girls can imbibe the spirit of true Christianity, not going to church, true Christianity, knowing their owners and knowing God, they will not fall prey.
Okay,
and all this
sir, can I ask you? Can I ask you just one question, please?
Go ahead, ma.
You have a lady who's very, very good with anything that has to do with Christianity. In fact, she has a very good relationship with God, right?
Yeah.
She does not joke with God. And then there's a stage she gets to in her life where even her family members will start to tell her, it's time to get married. And then you see a lot of men coming her way. Even as a Christian, yes, she would definitely get married. And she would first of all have to go into a relationship or be in courtship before marriage. That is how it is. You don't just meet somebody one day and you put a ring and you marry. No. So in going into those relationships, in trying to avoid certain advances from men, what should this lady do? Let's forget about religion now.
Okay. Let me say what she ought to do. See, like those ones, if you go into the deep root of the whole matter, all these people that were involved, let me tell you, there is a common adage, meaning once you see either by commission or omission, those ladies were involved, go and check it.
It's okay.
So they are not alive to tell their own stories.
Yeah.
Go and check it, because I want to tell you, there must be some passes of either words or complementaries through by the this and that.
Okay.
So if you, from the onset, you keep your way away from a man cannot intimidate you. He can't go near you. I've told you a simple scenario that happened. If you present, there is something about Christianity.
Yeah, because of time, please, okay? I think we should end it here. I'm so sorry.
God is in the epitome of everything that is happening.
Yeah, Mr. John, thank you. Thank you so much, okay? You have answered my question, and I appreciate you this morning. And he says, as ladies, you should take seriously your religion, or if you're a Christian, you should be a true Christian. That's what John is saying. Yes. There's one important question I also wanted to ask him, but somehow it has, gone off my head. All right, let's squeeze in more calls, please.
Hello.
Good morning, my beloved sisters and the wonderful lecturers.
Hello. Good morning to you.
Run and did I call from the devil from Billy.
Okay.
I will have say, oh no, no, you're watching ya. Oh, in a meho, I know you're watching. Even when you become a true Christian, you were born again, Trojan faith. When devil come in, you will get the Bible get gamma. Even most of those religious ones make the worst mistake in marriage. If you look at modern time marriage and relationship, almost 60% of them when have born again. It's a Christian actually make a lot of mistakes. We need to look into it. Yes, we agree, because they are not alive to tell their own story. But in everything, the world we are in is very wicked. No wonder Bible said the heart of man is wicked.
Desperately wicked.
Somebody say, even when somebody is collecting something, there is a way. I remember when we are in school, you are making friends. You make a friend, you buy bonds. You buy a Gideon and the yes, the girl is not coming. You wait him in the waterway, it's not coming. Nobody will tell you that this person is not interested.
Okay. You leave her.
Thank you.
Okay. What you make a friend end up there. Not instead of going to that extremely end. It's not like what happened to that trouble. The girl said that we are friendly the girl. Is she too big? It was too stubborn. That's why after making use of her, we killed her.
Oh my God!
What mistake is that?
Can you imagine?
Somebody he was showing his face. Yes, it's a woman. A woman must do kind. That is not mean that you must take his life because he didn't agree with you.
Oh.
So I just want to appeal for our young ones, young ladies. Since we have seen the type of society we find ourselves, and you know how we can lock ourselves inside. let us be careful. I will say wisdom is profitable to direct. And in the Bible, but for the men, whatever you do, thinking that you are too big for a lady and killed, it may be a consequence for your fourth generation. Let parents know how to guide their men and female children. Whatever you went out there to sow, you must reap it.
Exactly.
Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. You
God
have hit the nail on the head. Now, that brings to mind what I wanted to ask John, who talked about the women drawing closer to God and, being very, what is it called now? Strict, and all of that. I understand you, John. But just one thing. Remember that the society we are in now, we have a lot of young men who abuse drugs.
Too much.
When they finish consuming those things, you need to look at their eye alone will tell you what is in their head. And then they go ahead to do anything. It's possible at that point the woman might be innocent, but because you want to use that as an avenue to prove a point, that because she refused your advances, you have every right to do whatever it is. So most of them, most of the time, are under the influence of drugs and do not know when they carry out those acts. I want you to also think about that, Mr. John, and every other person that has called. I'm not saying that women yes, I agree. Women, ladies, listening to us this morning, if you know you are not interested in a man, do not accept any gift from him. Simple and short. There's nothing like, now that I see, let me eat the money. Now that I'm seeing it, let me eat the money. Irichaya, anything that comes out is on your head. But please avoid. That's what almost everybody is saying. However, as a man, it's not enough justification to take a lady's life. That's just it. All right, if you just tune in, you're listening to She Matters right here on Echo FM 100.7. And we're making reference to two trending stories. Unfortunately, they are both nursing students in Anambra State. One is in Alo. And the other one happened in Mpo, right? Yes. Both nursing students killed.
In fact, the stories you just analyzed or you brought out, for me, I became emotional when I was listening to the whole thing. You know, people now say, I don't care when you rule. I don't care when you rule. I rule again. You will now understand what is being said. There is nothing, no reason those killers will give that justifies their action.
Nothing.
There is nothing on earth. Because all these ladies, are they not human beings like me and you? They have the right to make their choice or their choices. This is an environmental or social problem. Does not. Yes, it's good to give good parental orientation. Whether you're a Christian or not, you can be a victim of such circumstances. You see, all those killers in the name of men. Anyway, they have caused themselves, their generation to come. They may never have a female in their family, in their lineage. But let me tell you, all these arguments at times you see some young men talking as if they are smart. They are negatively smart. Let us see the reason. The summary of the whole thing is that all those young men that committed all these heinous crimes do not have any reason whatsoever to give, to justify their action. It's quite unfortunate.
It is.
My advice is that the young ladies, let all these kind of stories be a teaching guide. It's not good to use you as a story, but you rather listen to what is happening.
Yes. Thank you.
What a language. If we are cautious, I have the men also amorako.
Yes.
What's in Igbo language? Aga m eme gị anya ike mechọrọ ya mechọ hụ onye ahụ ọgwụgwụ ị nwere ike manye something ime ya mana ị ga-eji bụ ike so ya.
I'm confused now. I'm totally confused. Sorry, let him land. Please summarize quickly. You have few seconds.
Somebody but there must be force behind that money, and that force will any
okay. All right. Thank you.
So what you are saying, please, our young men, like you people, are pinpointed. This is a social problem, can be influenced by any kind of thing, alcoholism, drug, even all the autism, gangsterism, a lot of problems are involved.
Yes.
You will see an innocent girl, you see a group of men or some men planning one evil or the other. At the end of the day, they fabricate one story.
It's okay.
It's quite unfortunate.
Thank
Please,
you.
Let us be more reasonable in that. All those young men in making her
very true. Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you, Dr. Opara. So now it is not Manye, it is Imeya Ike. Right? Imeya Ike. So I don't know how many Igbo teachers I have. Like I keep getting confused daily.
Imeya Ike.
If Igbo is vast, it's now you want to teach me. Igbo is vast. But you were here when I was asking what force is. Okay. We have messages on Facebook. Quickly, Lucy Duru says, good morning. You guys look good. Sunday Emeka, this is very okay, this is a very terrible situation. Clara, you guys look good. You look like twin sisters. Really? Tom Jack from Obize. Oh, Clara looks like a twin. That's good. But she's light skinned. I'm not light skinned. Okay, Ogunwede Olubumi says, you're looking good. Good morning. Good morning. Chibueze Philip says, good morning, my people. Mbaduga Norma says, please, it's like you'd have to investigate the last caller. I think she was making reference to Ifeanyi that called. Yes, and she said, how can he frame a story that a girl collected something from a man? I've heard a handful of men who are still walking free today saying that if a woman takes anything from them, she will be trapped. Did you hear what Norma said? These are words from the mouth of some men, that the moment ladies begin to collect gifts from them, they are trapped. Does that send a signal to you? The kind of men we are raising in the society. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing, absolutely nothing. Have you not seen women raised by reverends, by pastors? Go and check their lifestyle. It has nothing to do with that. You heard what this lady said. That's one. And then Blessing Ben says, good morning, my people. I hail. Golden Ladies of Echo FM, I greet you. You guys are looking good. I love you and your program, Clara and Mary. Honestly, some human beings are devils. I don't even know how to describe them. Some have sold their conscience to the devil. May God continue to protect us from the hands of vipers. Thank you so much, precious Ehirim. Obinna Gerald. Gerald is my name. Drug is the cause of this issue in the generation we are in. It is so suckling to blame a lady on this, when this kind of situation arises. Until our government stops the spread of drugs, we will see more of these things happen. It is not the fault of the ladies. That is another man saying this. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you. More Grace says, hello, my name is Ogechi. Good afternoon, my friends. Okay. Ohiri Joffrey, it's been a while. Daddy Joe, Daddy Joe, how have you been? And it says, no matter what happens, we have no right to take the life of a human just because she refused advances. If you commit any crime, you must go in for it. To do, not be by force. Okay. Have you heard? Okay. Owu by manye.
Owu by manye.
Owu by
ihike.
Ihike.
Maybe I'm ihike now, you know.
Okay, Keminin says, so sad. These stories are sad. Good morning, my wonderful presenters. Ifeanyi Ejim Koye Jima says, I totally disagree with you when you said that girls and ladies of these days are independent. I can only agree with you if you say 10 or 5% of girls these days are independent. Why I say this is because girls of these days see guys who ask them out as their destiny helpers, whether they accept the guy's request or not. If not, my gas has finished. I will pay my house rent. It has expired. Okay, this is okay. So he agrees with what Ifeanyi says, that let the lady not demand or request from money from any guy that makes advances like that. Simple. Thank you for your submission. Okay. Thank you. Justice Ekuhadi should be catching and is screaming my car though. For the show of yesterday, I already told you that people are reward are people who join me on YouTube to answer questions. Don't worry. After all, you got the first one. You want to pack all the recharge card? Chidima Wosu says, good morning, Mary and Clara. Manye is pressure rising from someone, and force is Ike. Ike, right? Let me not pronounce it the other way. Ike, okay. After pressurizing someone and you take his thing by force, that is Ike. I am Chidima Wosu from Ebu. Thank you. Okay, lots of messages. Oh my God. The WhatsApp. Mary and Clara, it is time to shift our attention to the family and our homes. In the homes today, protection is always on the girl, and the opposite gender is not much, they are not usually giving much attention, forgetting that one day the boy gender and the female gender will become husband and wife. I am engineer Dr. Double O from Avu. Thank you so much. My sister has sent in a message, a sister in the broadcast industry from another sister station, and she said, good afternoon, the Slim Diva and our co-presenter Clara. You see, the simple truth is that all these things happening in the world today is an indication of the coming of Christ. And it says that the coming of Christ is imminent. If not, tell me why human life is no longer sacred. These days, human beings are killed anyhow, and the killer feels nothing. Where lies our conscience? In all honesty, it feels very bad hearing all of these stories. Mary and Clara, take care. You are good presenters, and I love you both. It's your friend and sister. I know. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lots of messages. I'm so sorry, guys. We will not be able to take the rest of the messages this morning. Clara, we are out of time. Oh, my goodness. Parting words, quickly.
Ọrụ n'uche gị adịghị ya, biko hapụ ya. Amakwara m na ọkwa ya ga-eme nwoke ọgụ na ị nara ya ihe ogu na-enwe ihe o nyere gị, ọwụ ya ga-eme ya ole ndụ gị wepụ ya, mana jos zero onwe gị ịma ihe ole ga-eme zero ọnwa gakịrị eze, biko zero onwe gị nọ na ụmụ nwoke, biko people can do better kwanụ biko kwanụ.
Thank you. Thank you, Clara. Clara has advised the ladies. I'm not going to say anything again to the ladies. I will go straight to the point. You listening to me as a young man, as a man, it's not by force. If the lady says no, don't give her, don't buy anything for her, don't gift her. Leave her alone. Or who by force. It's not by money. Leave her. Let her live her life. And then for the ladies who are students in particular, before you rent any accommodation, please investigate properly. And then if the landlord or people around you start to put pressure on you, make advances, and you see that your life is in danger, report to the police. They can give you a restraining order. And those young men will not come near you, so that if anything happens in the future, they will know who to hold. Tell your family. Speak to them. It's not like I'm a big girl, I can take care of myself. Oh yeah, now you see it now. You're not a big girl, oh, you're still a child. I'm sorry, we have to go. Thank you for listening. My name is Mary Omeniwo. They call me the Slim Diva. You're most adorable. No. Ronaldo.
Echo FM.
This week to help those in need.
If you know that it's God Almighty that created you and created we Nigerians like you need to do good things for us because the masses are suffering. How can suspend me here? How we are slaves?
And I'm going to win this election.
That is the truth.
Stay informed with Echo FM 100.7. Join us for exclusive interviews with experts, breaking updates on local and global events, and in-depth coverage of issues impacting our community. Tune in every weekday at 6:30 a.m., 12 noon, 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. for our major news bulletin in English, Igbo, and Pidgin language. For more inquiries, you can reach us through our email, echofm@thekingmail.com. You can follow us on our social media handles at Echo FM. Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. We are the Fresh News People.
Lovely afternoon to you. It's exactly 3 minutes past noon. Our sincere apologies for starting off the news behind schedule. Good afternoon to you and welcome to the global news at this time. This is Echo FM 100.7 Owerri, the station with fair and balanced reporting. My name is Mary Omeniwo, bringing you the latest news and breaking stories around the world. Here are the headlines. Ethiopia prisoners transfer deal aligns with renewed hope agenda, says federal government. Flood crisis. NEC slashes prevention fund by 50%, approves 83 billion naira. Nigerian marketers import Dangote fuel via Lome Hub. And on the foreign scene, UAE bans on the 15th from social media, mandates strict age verification for platforms. EU reaffirms support for Ukraine, presses Russia for ceasefire. And on sports news this afternoon, Canada trashed Qatar 6-0 in first World Cup victory. Details shortly. As usual, we start off with national stories that says the federal government has stated that the transfer of sentenced persons agreement with Ethiopia aimed at repatriating incarcerated Nigerians is in line with the citizen diplomacy framework of President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu, stated this and issued in a statement issued and signed by the Special Assistant on Communication and New Media in the Office of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Magnus Eze. She described the agreement as an important diplomatic milestone that prioritizes the welfare of Nigerians in the diaspora and reflects ongoing efforts to intervene in cases involving Nigerians facing difficulties abroad. The minister dismissed a purported list circulating on various social media platforms regarding the names and number of Nigerian inmates in Ethiopian prisons as fake, insisting that Nigeria does not have 136 inmates in the country. According to her, efforts had been made for many years to secure the return of the prisoners to Nigeria amid challenges in obtaining accurate data on the number of Nigerian inmates in Ethiopia. Odumegu Ojukwu, however, dismissed concerns that the inmates would be freed upon their return to Nigeria and rejected allegations that the prisoners were from a particular region of the country, stressing that crime has no ethnic or regional affiliation. Meanwhile, the National Economic Council (NEC) has approved 83.21 billion naira for the implementation of an anticipatory action task force to mitigate the impact of flooding and other climate-related disasters nationwide. This comes as the council held its 158th meeting presided over by the Vice President Kashim Shettima at Aso Rock Villa, Abuja. Cross River State Governor Basi Otu, who briefed the State House correspondents alongside other governors, stated that the council approved 83.21 billion naira after receiving an initial request of 166.42 billion naira tabled by the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu. He noted that the council ultimately resolved to approve only half of what was requested while committing to revisit the framework at subsequent meetings. Responding to questions on the rationale for the 50% cut, Otu explained that the reduction was based on a resource-conscious initial step and not a rejection of the urgency of the request. And still on national stories, the federal government has described the surge in gender-based violence as a national emergency after 2,755 cases were formally documented nationwide between January and April 2026, with just 4% successfully prosecuted. Minister of Women Affairs Iman Suleiman Ibrahim disclosed the figures during the signing of a memorandum of understanding between her ministry, the New Era, a non-governmental organization, and the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency to establish a rehabilitation facility for survivors of gender-based violence. The minister stated that Nigeria has only 50 shelter and support centers for its population and landmass. Under the MOU, the foundation's patients' home in Ibejuleki, Lagos, will be converted into a women's support and rehabilitation home. The facility will provide temporary shelter plus mental health services, trauma care, legal support, and economic empowerment programs. Over now to Ekiti State, where the government has declared Friday as work-free day for public servants and civil servants ahead of the governorship election scheduled for Saturday. The announcement was made in a statement issued by the head of service, Dr. Folakemi Olomojobi, who noted that the approval was granted by Governor Biodun Oyebanji to enable workers travel to their respective voting locations in preparation for the election holding on June 20, 2026. According to the government of Ekiti State, the directive is aimed at encouraging full participation in the electoral process across the state. The Permanent Secretary, Office of Establishment, Dr. Funke Ajibola, who signed the circular, noted that the holiday does not apply to essential service providers. It's exactly 9 minutes past noon. If you just tuned in, you are listening to the Global News at Noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. Here's a recap of the headlines. Ethiopia prisoner transfer deal aligns with renewed hope agenda, says the federal government. Flood crisis, NEC slashes prevention fund by 50%, approves 83 billion naira. Nigerian marketers import Dangote fuel via Lome Hub. And on the foreign scene, UAE bans on the 15th from social media, mandates strict age verification for platforms. And EU reaffirms support for Ukraine, presses Russia for ceasefire. And on sports news still to come, Canada trashed Qatar 6-0 in first World Cup victory. We'll bring you details of these and more after this break. Please stay tuned.
This is a public service announcement. In an effort to enhance road safety and minimize the risks of crash-related fatalities, Federal Road Safety Corps Imo Sector Command is urging citizens to promptly report any road crashes to the Corps Emergency Hotline. In the event of a road crash, citizens are advised to call the Corps Emergency Toll-Free Hotline at 122 to report the incident, or any of the Imo Sector Hotline 0913 960 0904. Provide as much information as possible, including the location of the crash and the number of people involved. Stay on the line to receive guidance from the Corps Response Team. The Sector Commander urges all citizens to take an active role in promoting road safety by promptly reporting any road crashes. Together, we can work towards reducing the rate of road crash fatalities and creating safer roads for everyone. This message is brought to you by Echo FM 100.7 in partnership with the Federal Road Safety Corps Imo Sector Command as part of our corporate social responsibility. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, you are listening to the Global News at noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 ORA. Over now to the rest of the news. And in business news this afternoon, Nigerian fuel marketers are increasingly importing refined petroleum products originating from the Dangote Petroleum Refinery through the offshore ship-to-ship trading hub in Lome, Togo, according to an official, Matthew Tracy Cook. Tracy Cook stated that the secular trade pattern persists even as the refinery boosts local production and supply, highlighting a possible disparity between local and international pricing. Speaking, he noted that Dangote volumes on the coastal basis do arrive back in Lagos from Lome. Tracy Cook presented data showing a marked shift in supply sources for Nigeria. While waterborne imports exclude truck volumes, Dangote origin products have become dominant in waterborne deliveries to Lagos and other Nigerian locations. He therefore stressed that despite Dangote's growing direct coastal supply, offshore Lome has not diminished in importance, as the Lome market is still slightly bigger compared to 2024 levels. And on the foreign scene this afternoon, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, has set a minimum age of 15 for social media use, becoming the first Arab country to introduce such restrictions as governments around the world tighten measures aimed at protecting children online. Under a resolution, children under the age of 15 will be prohibited from creating, using, or operating personal social media accounts in the UAE. Announcing the move, the government's media office stated that a ban means children below the age threshold will not be able to post content, comment, share, or join public groups. The new framework introduces stricter safeguards for older teenagers. Adolescents aged 15 and 16 will be permitted to use social media platforms, but only under enhanced protection measures designed to limit risk associated with online activity. According to the government, these safeguards include age-appropriate content controls, restrictions on interactions with unknown users, screen time management tools, and parental supervision features. The regulations apply to all social media platforms operating within the UAE and require technology companies to adopt robust age verification systems. Still on the foreign scene, EU leaders have reaffirmed their firm and unwavering support for Ukraine, pledging continued political, financial, humanitarian, military and diplomatic assistance, while urging Russia to agree to a full, unconditional and immediate ceasefire. Meeting in Brussels, the European Council reiterated its support for Ukraine's independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity within its internationally recognized borders, stressing that only a settlement based on the principles of the UN Charter and international law can deliver a just and lasting peace. Meanwhile, the Council welcomed the opening of the first negotiating cluster in Ukraine's accession process on June 15 and said it looked forward to the launch of additional clusters under the bloc's merit-based enlargement process. It also urged the swift approval of a 21st sanctions package and reiterated calls for accountability for war crimes and the return of deported Ukrainian children and civilians. And lastly, on sports news this afternoon, reports say Canada trashed 9-man Qatar 6-0 to secure their first ever World Cup victory as Switzerland reignited their campaign with a resounding defeat of Bosnia. Canada had lost all 6 of their previous matches at the World Cup at the 1986 and 2022 finals, but brought that run of losses to a halt at the Place Stadium. With Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney wearing a replica shirt of Canada's team among a fired-up crowd, Jesse Mark's side ran riot to secure a win that left them needing only a point against Switzerland to finish top of Group B. A hat-trick from Juventus striker Jonathan David, 1 goal apiece from Clyde Larin and Nathan Sabila and Mohamed Manai. And Mohamed Manai's own goal sealed Canada's win. And that's all for the Global News at noon this afternoon. This was brought to you directly from our news desk. For more information and inquiries, please visit us on social media on Facebook at Echo FM 100.7 and Echo FM _Owerri, on X at Echo FM _Owerri, Instagram at Echo FM 100.7 and YouTube at Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting www.echofm.net. That is www.echofm.net. Or you can also search for us on Radio Garden at Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Mary Omeni Wode. Do have yourselves a lovely weekend. Good afternoon to you.